Now the third question says, what is this ROT13 encrypted message saying? So we learned in class today that what we need to do is take each letter, and add 13 to get its new letter for the actual message. Now, the actual alphabet is composed of 26 letters, so 13 is exactly half. So we're going to call this one here ROT13. And in this ROT13 I I'm going to input a string. We'll call it the code, so that's what it is. And I'm just going to go and copy the code. There's a space there, sorry, I don't know what happened. There we go. And now I'm going to make use of something very cool called a string builder. Pretty much what this is that it's able to build a string, so a series of character. And we'll call it as B for string builder, and we need to borrow a new one like we do for everything else. And now for every int equals 0 I less than. Okay, so I don't know how long this coded how many positions are in this string, and I'm very lazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the code dot length. Okay, so pretty much this calculated the length of my string here, which is called code, and then I++. Excuse me. And now we're going to create two characters. One is going to be called character C, which is in fact going to be the code, not the character at position I. We're going to get another character called CL, and we'll get back to that one in a second. And I'm going to go ahead and create another method, called encoded character. And this method is actually going to use character and not void. And therefore this encoded character is going to encode for a character C. I specifically use this character C because what happened is that here I created this character C, which is actually using my code at every position. So it's taking position 0, and it's of my code, so which is P, and it's storing it in this character C. And now the fact that my new method is making use of this character C automatically implies that I'm sending this C directly to my new method. And in this encoder C, very simply what I'm going to ask it to do is if my C, so whatever letter that's coming from the code at every position. My C is greater or equal to A. So I had to use the single quotations because this is a character. And if my C is less than or equal to M. I wanted to do the following. I wanted to do C plus equals 13. So that just means take C and add 13 to it, and restore it into the value C. So why did I choose A and M? Because A and M is exactly the 13th position of the alphabet, and we said that 26 divided by 2 is 13. So I could take 13 and add 13 to it, and I will get to Z. However, if my C is greater or equal to the value, this character N, and my C is less than or equal to my character Z, what I need you to do is do C minus equals 13. Why? Because at this point I need to loop around back to the start of the alphabet, because 26 plus 13 is way more than 26, but 26 plus 13 will give me the 13th position of my alphabet. That's why I now need to minus at this stage. At the stage of the position 14 of my alphabet, I need to start minusing so that I loop back into my alphabet. Sorry. And because I'm using a character method, I need to return a character and C. Remember my character C? I'm going to return it. And now back to this character CL here. Pretty much I'm going to ask it to use the character from that is returned here. So the character from the encoded character C. So that's now using this C. So this character makes my main use my method that I defined here, and this character recalls the character that was returned from this method. Now what I need to do is, using this string builder, I'm going to ask it to build a string using the characters that were returned from here. So my uncoded character. And this append just means store at the next position. So just keep storing one after the other. And this SB never returns to 0 even if the loop keeps looping around. This SB is continuously being stored one after the other. So my characters are continuously being stored. Now what I need to do is I actually need to print this SB to see the system, to see the message. And that should be about it. Let's compile. Let's run, and here is our uncoded message. Computer science is the best major. Hope this helped. Let me know if you have any questions.